Y'all know who it is, and y'all know what time it is. It's that boy who? It's that boy what? It is that boy Ralphie. And yes, it is Keeping It Real with Ralphie. Now, y'all probably wondering why I'm here, what I'm finna talk about today. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all, you feel me? Most people are gonna know what I'm talking about. Most people not gonna know what I'm talking about. But if you are a wrestling fan, WWE fan at that too, you will particularly know the person that I'm talking about, which we're talking about, Jey Uso, aka Main Event Jey Uso, as I like to call him now. And not even gonna sit here and lie. Probably, I want to say it's so crazy because when he literally got the name from when he went solo for a minute when he was with his brother. His brother got injured, and he was the right hand man for Roman Reigns, of course. And it's just like, you feel me? I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Like, not sitting here saying he hasn't lived up to his solo career, but it's just like I've been, if anybody peep it, he has been. Let's just say in reference of words. When they put him in big championship matches, he's been losing as of lately. If y'all really want to be honest and technically, and it's so crazy, and like it's really crazy behind that situation because it's just like, y'all. I'm not trying to say WWE is ruining his solo run, which we already know eventually down the line they're gonna end up giving him a solo championship. We just don't know when that time is going to actually occur. But it's just. The thing, one of the main things that I want to touch up with this situation about Jey Uso, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. He's like, I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. Between him and Jimmy, I ain't gonna lie. Jey is probably Jey. I really like Jey more because of the storylines that he's been put into. Then not even just that, for him just to leave Friday Night SmackDown and go to Monday Night Raw, you feel me, and just to be one of them top superstars. And then it's so crazy because, like I said, they put him in a one-on-one match against Gunther, he lost. They put him in a one-on-one match with Damian Priest. Let's start over. They put him in a one-on-one match against Seth Rollins, he lost. They put him in a one-on-one match against Gunther, he lost. They put him in a one-on-one match against Damian Priest, even though Damian Priest had help from the Judgment Day, he lost. My whole thing with this, and then of course y'all know, like, you got Tammy Tonga and Tom Malone that's in the WWE now, which is with Solo. And then of course if y'all paid attention to SmackDown lately, Solo basically told Paul Heyman, "You're my wise man, and I've talked to Roman." And Roman basically said, "I'm the tribal chief until he comes back," which we all know Solo is capping very hard with that situation. If y'all technically want to be honest, Solo is like literally capping real hard right now with that situation. But long story short, and to be truthful and be honest, like, how can I put this in preference, and how can I put this in words? It's mighty fun. It's just mighty funny how people switched up on Jey Uso. In all honesty, like, all of a sudden, because they switched him. I guess they switched him with Drew McIntyre for the King of the Ring tournament thing. My whole thing with this, I think Drew McIntyre has a fractured elbow. So when it's all said and done, you feel me, like, that was actually smart to pull Drew McIntyre from the match. And I ain't gonna sit here and hold y'all. It's just like, from this point on, y'all basically just sitting there saying they handed him stuff. They not handed Jey Uso stuff. It's just, you feel me, Jey Uso is one of the top superstars on Monday Night Raw, even though he hasn't had a title. And it's crazy because it's just like the last big thing that he won was the tag team titles, which was with Cody Rhodes at that time, which was kind of shocking to me because, you feel me, everybody was normally used to him winning the tag team titles with, of course, his brother. But hey, winning the tag team titles with Cody Rhodes was something special to him. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to y'all, even though they end up losing them again to the Judgment Day. But long story short, if anybody knows Jey Uso history, of course he's a part of the Fatu family. He's a part of the Fatus and the Tongas and the Tongas and the Hawaii family. You feel me? And it's crazy because it's like the history. It's the history of his family and the history behind his family. You feel me? You had Haku, you had Rikishi, you had Umaga, you had Yokozuna, you feel me? You had all those originally Bloodline members back in the day. If you technically want to be honest, that was the original Bloodline that I was growing up around watching. And I ain't even gonna sit here I ain't even gonna sit here and say, you feel me, like they set the way for them, but you literally can sit here and say that Rikishi, Umaga, Rosie, all of them set the way for them. Roman Reigns, they set the way for Roman Reigns. No, I forgot all about The Rock. Of course, I can't forget about the People's Champ, the great one, Bama Rule, The Rock. I can't forget about him. You feel me? He literally set the way for Roman, Jey, Jimmy, Solo, Tammy Tonga, Tamalo, and it's little do y'all know, it's more of them out there, and it's more of them out there. It's just they in different promotions right now. Of course, you feel me? You got Jacob Fatu that has signed with the WWE, but they're somewhat afraid of him outshining Solo, which I can honestly see that, because he actually, if y'all are tuned in with MLW, he actually held the MLW world title for 2 years straight, 819 days in total exact. I ain't even gonna say he had a very impressive run with that title, and it's like we heard he signed with the WWE, and like this thing. I ain't gonna say like, you feel me? Not that, you feel me, I ain't even gonna hold y'all with this situation about, you feel me, how I feel about Jacob Fatu. I ain't gonna lie, like I said, he's a pretty good wrestler, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be a very impressive talent in WWE that they're gonna write a very impressive storylines around. But anywho, let's get back to Jey Uso. Jey Uso made his debut in 2010 with right alongside with his brother and his cousin Tamina. As we know them as the Usos. I ain't gonna lie, they started off as a heel faction. Little do y'all know, they was in the Indies handling their business, doing what they had to do. And they came to WWE. Even though I think they win their very first tag team titles like 2013, it was either 2013 or 2012. 2012 or 2013 when they won their very first set of tag team titles. And then this is like after that, you feel me, the Usos they got elevated more and more. You feel me, started becoming the top hunter, the top chiefs of the tag team division. Then of course, Jimmy Uso got hurt. Then that's when Roman came back. That's when Roman came back, not as the big dog, he came back as the tribal chief. And of course, his very first opponent he defended his title against was his cousin. Well, no, I think his cousin was the second person, because he ended up defending it against Braun Strowman, even though he ended up beating him. But his second opponent was his cousin Jey Uso. And then of course, I ain't gonna lie, they was them two matches that they had with each other. They was damn good matches. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. But then after that, it's just like, of course they elevate. That's when the bloodline really started to formulate. That's when Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, the wise man, made Jey Uso. That's when they gave him the name, Main Event Jey Uso, the right hand man. And it was just like ever since then, everything came into play. And then of course down the line, even though Jimmy Uso wasn't for it, even though Jimmy Uso wasn't so much as for it, and you feel me, he basically was just sitting there saying, I'm nobody's bitch. And I ain't even gonna sit there and laugh. He said that was tough. I'm like, okay. Then down the line, he ended up joining the bloodline. Then of course, if anybody knows, Jimmy and Jay's younger brother Solo ended up going to NXT, and of course, you feel me, he did his little dudes in NXT, and then on top of that, he ended up end up winning the North American Championship, even though he had to relinquish because he was no longer an NXT superstar. But hey, later on down the line, he ended up joining. So that's when the bloodline was really in full fledged. Then after that, of course, that's when you had an outsider that didn't have no Samoan blood in him, which was Sami Zayn. And the thing was not even gonna sit there and lie. The bloodline literally was on top. You feel me? Roman was the undisputed Universal Champion. The Usos was the undisputed Tag Team Champion. Then of course, you had Solo. That was the enforcer. Then you just had Sami Zayn that was just I guess I don't know. I don't know what Sami Zayn really meant to the bloodline, but you know, of course, he kind of kept the story alive with the bloodline somewhat. Then, of course, when it all came down to it, that's when the bloodline started, like, as people thought they was right, they were slowly crumbling down for sure. And thing was with that, I think that was the Royal Rumble of last year when Sami Zayn actually turned on Roman and hit him in the back with a steel chair. And after that, it was just like it was all in from that. And then it was like when people really went back and then looked, Jey Uso was just like everything. It was just like what Sammy like basically it was Sammy. Then it turned around and ended up being Jimmy, and it was so crazy because literally Jimmy and Sammy both told Jey that we basically doing what you should have did a long time. Then of course Jey Uso was the first person to pin Roman Reigns in probably like 3 years. And then after that, they ended up fighting at SummerSlam in a tribal combat match, which I'm not gonna lie, it was a good match. It's just I hated the end towards it when they had Jimmy. They had Jimmy basically cost his brother the title, which kind of threw me off a little bit. But then after that, it was just like after that, you feel me? That's basically what Jey just said. Fuck it, you feel me? I'm out of the bloodline. I'm out of SmackDown. I'm out of WWE. Then of course, I think that was Fastlane. Yeah, I think that was the pay-per-view Fastlane. And then it was just like that's when Cody Rhodes made the announcement and said, "You feel me? We just signed one of Raw's biggest superstars, which was Jey Uso." And if you feel me, I ain't gonna lie, Cody Rhodes basically saw something in Jey Uso to bring him to Raw, and I ain't gonna sit there and lie, I was all for it. And then it was just like right out. No, that wasn't fast. That was Payback. That was Payback. That was Payback when he made that announcement. But long story short, I think it was. I think it was Fastlane when they fought the Judgment Day. When they fought the Judgment Day for the tag team titles, and they ended up winning. And it was just like I ain't gonna lie, just to really sit there and see Jey Uso win the tag team titles without his brother, it felt like differently, like real different. Because it was just like wow, you feel me? It felt like it was good, but it was like not seeing Jimmy and Jey together as tag team champions kind of was something different. Even though they didn't have a long reign with the titles, because of course we know the Judgment Day end up taking the titles back. But long story short, it was just like from that point on, it was just, how can I put this in words? Because now, you feel me, I'm finna cut off to that real quick. But it's just like now all of a sudden, you have people, you really have some people out here that hate Jey Uso now. And it's just like, I never quite understood how can y'all switch up on a person that's actually, you feel me, that's actually not even a bad wrestler, even though the match he had with his brother at WrestleMania 40 that just passed could have been a match that could have been a little bit more better than what it was. Excuse me. That could have been a little bit more better than what it was, but it was a decent match. But the thing is just if y'all technically want to sit there and be honest, Jey Uso has one of the biggest fan bases in the WWE right now as we speak. And it's like, you feel me, I ain't even gonna sit there and lie. I truly and dearly want to see him achieve. I want to see him achieve something good. I want to see him achieve something good, not even good, great. I want him to do something better than what his father couldn't do. You feel me? Which is, if anything, to anybody that knows Rikishi, the only main titles that Rikishi ever held was the Intercontinental title and the tag team titles. Which, you feel me? Them not bad accomplishments, but you feel me? Hey, who wouldn't want to see Jey Uso win the Intercontinental title? Who wouldn't want to see him win the World Heavyweight title? Which we already know pretty soon down the line he will be winning the title. And, you know, I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. It's just, like I said, I truly and dearly don't get the switch up. You feel me? One minute y'all was just sitting here riding with Jey Uso. Now all of a sudden you got everybody that's sitting here disgrading Jey Uso. And it's just like, why are y'all sitting here disgrading this man now? You feel me? When he left the bloodline, everybody was so hyped for him, so happy for him that he left. And it's just like now, you feel me? Now everybody try to turn on the character. Like, nah, you feel me? Now all of a sudden, when the character get back on rise and start doing what he's supposed to do, you feel me? Y'all can't jump back on that bandwagon. That's just like the same thing with Cody Rhodes. As soon as Cody Rhodes won the WWE title, oh, Cody Rhodes, he's boring, he's this and that. And it's just like now, this is the one thing I literally sat here and told people. Give Cody, literally, this is the one thing I literally sat here and told people. Give Cody Rhodes a chance. If y'all technically want to be honest, give Cody Rhodes a chance. You feel me? Don't sit here and just, you feel me, just, oh, he's boring, he's this and that. And remind you, Cody Rhodes, he's only been WWE champion for a month. And it's just like I said, give him time when it's all said and done. Y'all have to sit there and prosper and give it time. Well, then that's another example. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns wasn't good at promos at first. It literally took Roman Reigns probably like 2 or 3 years to really get good at promos and all that. Like, you feel me, like getting on the mic. It literally took him till he switched his character up as the tribal chief for him to get better. And that's what I'm saying. You feel me? Cody Rhodes. Eventually we all know Cody Rhodes gonna get better. Eventually we all know Jey Uso gonna get better. For example, like John. I'm another example. John Cena. If y'all technically want to be honest and bring some people up, John Cena was one of them superstars. John Cena is one of them superstars that can get on the mic and slice and dice a motherfucker left and right. Still can do it after all these years. But like I said, Jey Uso has the potential. He has the potential to be a future world heavyweight champion or a future mid-card champion, whatever title y'all want him to win. I ain't gonna lie, me honestly, I want whatever title he can pull, whether it's the world heavyweight or the Intercontinental. It really don't matter to me which title he can pull off, as long as he do something. But other than that, you feel me? Then not even that. It's like going back towards this King of the Ring thing. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to anybody that knows my main 2 picks in this King of the Ring. I got either Gunther or I got LA Knight trying to win it. But the thing is, it's just like. Thing is, I'm not gonna sit there and lie. Jey Uso is my sleeper pick. Basically, you feel me? Don't sleep on him because you might never know. He fucking around and sneak up and win it, and finally become a world champion like he want to. But hey, like I said, when it's all said and done, the WWE, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing with their superstars. They know how, you feel me? They know how to build storylines. Because of course, look what era it's in. You feel me? It's in the Triple H era, basically. The Paul Levesque era, basically, as they call it now. Because not even gonna sit here and lie, Triple H. If you really go back and watch WrestleMania, then especially this past pay-per-view Backlash, if you go back and watch both of them, both pay-per-views was actually good, you know. And I'm not even gonna sit here and hold y'all. They really need to start adding. They need to start like basically going retro. Start adding like old. Start adding like, you feel me, like start adding more. Excuse me. Start adding multiple matches. You feel me, in the pay-per-views to make it more longer and make it more interesting. And then on top of that, my bad, y'all. Then on top of that, to be completely honest, not even gonna sit here and lie, it's just one of the main things that probably upsetted me is that you have fucking Cody Rhodes versus Logan Paul for the WWE title. That's one thing that's still kind of bothering me to this day, but I ain't really got too much to say. Then another thing is I'm truly literally gonna need for the people that create the arenas. Like, can the thing get, even though the arenas get bigger, can y'all please go back to classic designing pay-per-views and how it should really look, you feel me? Because I ain't gonna sit there and lie. That's the one thing. That's one of the few things that people miss. How the arenas look, all and everything. So please bring all that back. But anywho, like I said, when it's all said and done, you feel me? To add to all the people that hate Jey Uso, all the people that switched up on him, it's just like my whole thing with this. Like I said, when Jey Uso finally accomplished what he needed to do, and he actually turned out to do what he needed to do. My whole thing with this, and this is just being completely honest. Don't try to jump back on that bandwagon and be like, oh, and be like, oh Jey, I rock with Jey. No, you rock with him once upon a time, then you end up turning your back on him. Now all of a sudden that he doing something big, it's just, you feel me, like, hey, but I ain't even gonna sit here like y'all. When it's all said and done, I will be honest. I am one of Jey Uso fans. I am a Jey Uso fan. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I've been a fan of him since him and his brother was together. Even when they was heels, I fuck with the Usos. But Jey Uso, like I said, down the line, we already know it's gonna end up coming eventually. And then on top of that, it's just, this the one thing I hope before they do this bloodline civil war thing they finna do. I truly and dearly hope they let him. I truly and dearly hope they let him hold a singles championship. I just truly and dearly hope they let him hold a singles championship before they even let this bloodline shit get back into attack with each other. But other than that, you feel me? I'm sorry. But nah, the boy Ralphie is finna go ahead and get up out of here, you know, of course. And then one last, before I get up out of here, I do got a few little minor adjustments that I am making, so I want y'all to be prepared, and I want y'all to be, you feel me, Keeping It Real with Ralphie will be moved to Thursdays and Fridays as the start of next week. Well, no, I'm dropping the video. This video that I'm dropping. I'm dropping it. You feel me? I am dropping it this Thursday coming up. So, but other than that, after this, any other videos that I drop will be Thursdays and Fridays. Between the times of 3 or 4 o'clock max time, around them times, you feel me? Literally, because I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I have, like, even though I truly and dearly wish I had the time to post videos every day. Because if I did, I'll probably drop videos every day. But I will be, like I said, starting next week, I will be dropping videos every Thursday and Friday. So I want y'all to be there. I want y'all to be tuned in to the situation. So, like I said, until we eat again, yeet.